Hello. So I was going to do like a top 5 favorite books, but I have a lot of books and I have such a variety of books that I kind of just was like, a lot of you have been like, what's on your bookshelf? So come on, follow me and see what's on my bookshelf. Okay, so first I've got, my little decorations. Up here I've got Anne Rice. Rest in peace. I was obsessed with Anne Rice. Obsessed. Especially the vampire. Obviously, it's like all the vampire stuff, right? And, the old school ones, like the old school Vampire Chronicles. I too was very upset when Tom Cruise got casted because if you read the books, but he did end up doing a good job. Brad Pitt did a good job. Everyone did a good job. Kirsten Dunst was like a little doll. She was beautiful. Christian Slater was the reporter. I freaking love that movie. Some of y'all may or may not know, I was a total goth girl, and yeah, I lived in New Orleans for a while, and like, I was obsessed with all of them, but yeah, so yeah. Now, Anne Rice also has the Sleeping Beauty trilogies. It's very Marquis de Sade. It's totally, she did it under her different name. It's very sexual. It's very dirty. It's really good. It's like orgies, bisexuality, everything you can imagine. Yeah, it was good stuff. All right, so we got more Anne Rice, and then we go to the Dalai Lama's Book of Inner Peace. From that, I feel that. I used to be obsessed with learning about religion, studying different religions, and I don't really like to pigeonhole myself. I definitely believe in karma. I believe in putting good energy, and what you put out there comes back to you. I practiced Wicca for a while. I was raised Catholic. I'm all over the place. So I kind of take a little bit of everything, and basically I just believe in being a good person, putting good energy out there. But yeah, I'm obsessed. So like this American Gothic tales, and like, it's all British, so it's got William Blake, it's got Lord Byron, Shelley, Keats, Browning, Bronte, all that, this is my jam, you guys. It's my jam. Speaking of one of my favorite, being a former goth girl, I'm still a goth girl at heart, I think. You gotta have Edgar Allan Poe. You're not really goth if you don't like Edgar Allan Poe. I'm sorry, you're fake. So yeah, we're gonna come down to here. This one might be a little like, they want to ban this in school. I've got one of the originals. I'm sorry, but no, we shouldn't ban things. We should learn from our past mistakes and learn from things. And that's just the way things were back then. You can't change it. I think it's a good book, personally. Okay. I am a huge Oscar Wilde fan. And this is one of my favorite Oscar Wilde books. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. I am also a big F. Scott Fitzgerald, and these are my two favorite. The Great Gatsby and This Side of Paradise. Yes. Okay, I always recommend this book to everyone I know, and it is one of the best books I've ever read, Shantaram. It's a very long. If you're not into reading, you can do the audio, but it's such a good book. So it's like a thief, and he gets out of jail, but he's like, you have to read the story to get more into it. Anyways, he ends up moving and then pretends he's a doctor, but ends up actually really helping everyone. And it's such a good story. And I think everyone should read it. I love it. It's one of my favorite books ever. Okay. So I've got a lot of classics, like Pride and Prejudice. And then, Valley of the Dolls. This is such a classic, I think. Definitely more of a chick book, but I love this book. So I was kind of obsessed with Henry VIII and all of his wives. And that's literally what all this is. And there's a couple books on Paris and Marie Antoinette and that whole thing. But I have The Fall of Anne Boleyn. I've also got Elizabeth I, Marie Antoinette, Henry and his wife. All like I like. So yeah, I was obsessed with Henry VIII, the whole Renaissance era. The Tudors, Jonathan Rhys Meyers. Oh, beautiful man. But I was so sad when they took that show off. But I mean, it had to end, obviously. I mean, can't really go anywhere while the wives are beheaded. But yeah. Les Liaisons Dangereuses, Dangerous Liaisons, another favorite movie of mine. And if you've never heard of that one, the modernized version is Cruel Intentions, which I also love. But if you've never seen the original one, I highly recommend Dangerous Liaisons. It's definitely a period piece, so if you're not into that, but give it a try. I have Les Miserables too, but someone borrowed that, so I don't have that one right now. And then here we get into like sports and cooking. Some of y'all may or may not know, I was a pretty big Kobe fan. So I have some Kobe stuff. Phil Jackson, I've got like all of his books. I've got self-help books. I've got books on parenting because I'm a mom. Okay, so I know Paula Deen has been canceled, but her food is great. Oh, I'm sorry. Lots of butter, but it's good. The Homesick Texan, I got while I was in California. I really liked it. This is like a fun book. It's like dreams and symbols when you're sleeping. It's just fun. What would Dolly do? If you don't like Dolly Parton, we can't be friends. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you if you don't like Dolly Parton? She's like America's treasure. Like, she really is. Yeah, you're evil if you don't like her. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay, so Phil Jackson. What is this? I'm trying to see what my other ones are. The Girls in the Song. The true stories behind 50s reps. I have lots of books on groupies and stuff like that because I used to hang out with musicians. How to write your own life story. Some of those better watch out when I write my tell-all. Just saying, no, I'm kidding. I've got plant-based books, veggie books. Super Life was a really good. And this was, he did Zac Efron's show with him. I don't remember what it was called. Down to Earth with Zac Efron. And this is a really cool book. I learned a lot from it. And then you guys, I have a really good friend of mine who actually put me and all her friends in a book series. And I have the entire collection here. And this is the very first one. And these are all the books. And if you care to check it out, I am Eden in the book. And it will actually give you a really good insight on my character. When I was reading this, I was like, oh my God, that is like me. I was like, some of it's good, some of it's bad. It's definitely an accurate version of me. I learned a lot about myself through the eyes of other people, but I liked it. I would be friends with myself, I think. But yeah, check it out. 2 more books. Bethany Frankel, love Bethany Frankel. She's a boss babe. We love her. Well, I do. And Skinny Girl Dish. She has some really cool recipes that I really like. And like I said, I love her. If you hate her, you're just jealous. Another really good book, I think, I recommend this all the time, is Spy, based on a true story. And it's Robert Hansen and how he betrayed America by spying for the Russians. Such a good book. Highly recommend this. So yeah, I think that sums it up. So let me know if you've read any of these or if I have inspired you to pick up a book or listen to an audiobook. And I want to know if you have any must reads that you always recommend to your friends, because I'm your friend, right? So comment down below and let me know what book you think I should read. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and I will see you next time.